am back here for another live, and I got another fast food story for you all. So, we've been on here, we talk about food crimes, we talk about just different things. We talked about relationships, and we're going to get back on that here soon. We talked about marriage on the menu, and we talked about what the three things marriage is on the menu. There's an appetizer, which is preparing yourself for marriage. Then, two, it was the entree, which is the actual relationship. And then the dessert is number three, which keeping it spicy, keeping it good, keeping it yummy. So, when you get in a relationship. So we're going to go back and talk about that. But today I have a video, not video. I watched a video of the fast food crime stories, and they talked about receipts that have names on them. So there was, I don't know when this was, but this was probably a few years ago when there was a young man. He was 15 years old, which is sad. This story is funny, but it's not funny when you learn what's behind it, because it's actually it's pretty sad. First of all, because how young he was. If he was older, it still wouldn't be as funny, but you'll understand why it was not so funny. But the little boy, he was 15. He went to a local Wendy's and decided to get a meal. It looked like the meal only came up to $4.40. So I don't know if he just got a burger or what. Don't even matter what he got. On his receipt, a lot of times they will put maybe like your car description, or they may put what you have on. Some people ask for your name. Some people just they describe what you may look like, which is terrible, because there's another story. It was a derogatory story before, not too long ago, where somebody described what this person looked like or what they thought they looked like, gave them a really bad derogatory name. But anyway, he orders his food and then he gets his receipt, and he notices that everybody's laughing at him, from the co-workers to the managers to just the different people that was working back there. And he's a 15-year-old boy, so he was already kind of sensitive, like, and he's looking around like, what the heck is going on? Well, he looks down at his receipt, and they put on there, described him as little, and it was Lil, Lil Ugly Dude. What the heck? A 15-year-old boy. So at first I was kind of like, dang, that's salty. Then the boy, his name is Quintarius. And he wasn't even ugly anyway. But if he was, still, dang, you don't describe somebody like that with the receipt. So they hand him the receipt. He sees that they called him Little Ugly Dude, and he is devastated. Like, he was so embarrassed. I believe either he went home and told his mom, or his mom was with him, and his mom complained about it, which she had every right to do, and didn't know that the little boy had mental issues too in the past. So it kind of set him back a little bit, and he was devastated, like any teenager or even an adult would be like, what? Like, for me, I'd be like, for real? So y'all gonna call me little black ugly girl or something like that, I would be like, for real. I'm old, so I probably complain just so they won't do it to somebody else, but it wouldn't like hurt my feelings. But he's 15 years old, and he already had gone through some stuff, and I'm pretty sure in his high school some stuff had went down. So it was unfortunate that that happened to him. But his mom complained, she posted it, she talked about it. The story gained so much traction that it ended up probably going viral, and Wendy's had to speak out about it. And then they claimed that the people who were behind that ended up getting fired. So y'all better watch what y'all put on these receipts before doing this or seeing this video. After seeing this video, I went online to see like some of the names people have put on people's receipts. And one that stood out, it said Crazy Linda. So obviously someone probably knows her, or she's probably a regular in a diner or a restaurant or something like that. They put Crazy Linda on there. I do remember one time seeing, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining. I remember one time seeing a another person put, it was something derogatory and I just can't remember. But I also looked up like DoorDash names. So they were having, when you order DoorDash, and I've never ordered DoorDash before, but when you order DoorDash, you have to put like a name on there, and some of the DoorDash names were uh Big Sexy or Deliver the Sexy, or somebody put Long Pipe as their DoorDash name. I just wonder what the heck do people. The Little Ugly Dude took me out, but it wasn't funny because he was only 15 years old. But to put names like that on your receipts, or put names like that on your DoorDash. Another one was Big Mama, big, like crazy stuff. Somebody had Magnum P on there. I just don't, I don't even understand it. But yeah, this people, I know like Starbucks and things like that. Starbucks will put things on your will they will ask your name most of the time. But I do remember there was a guy who asked for my name and he didn't know that I said Regina, and he put like almost something very close to vagina on there, and I was just sitting there like, why didn't he just ask me my name again? Like, this is insane. So yeah, just be careful when you go to restaurants or when you're serving people and you're putting these names on there, like if you are doing the customer service, because it can really come back to haunt you. These people got fired for calling him Lil Ugly, and it wasn't Little Ugly Dude, it was Little, Lil, Lil, Little Ugly Dude. Oh my gosh. So anyway, that's our crime story, our food crime story for tonight. Tomorrow I'll have another hilarious one. Make sure you watch my videos of yesterday when I talked about the feet and the lettuce. That was at Burger King. This one, oh, again, was at Wendy's. Then I talked about another. One was just disgusting that I don't even want to bring up because the girl was nasty. I don't even want to talk about the sauce that she put on the burger. But she did drop this woman's burger and like slid it on the floor. We got to be careful when we go out to eat anywhere, even classy restaurants. People are spitting in foods. They are just doing all kinds of stuff, and it is low key disgusting. So it almost makes me not even want to go and eat out. But I mean, still, we got to do what we got to do. Make sure you pray over your food. And then I will be back tomorrow for another food crime story. I am Regina Long. I am Regina Long. But on this channel, I am the real Gina B.